Hello, it's Tom Jr. here again, and in today's video, I'll be talking about how I lost my investor account worth $1,000, and I'll also be talking about the trade I took and the reason I took this trade. So, if this is something you would like to learn from, so stay to the end. So, without wasting much of your time, let's dive straight into my computer screen. So, I show you guys what happened. Okay, guys, I believe you can see my screen. Sorry for I believe you can see my screen. Yeah, of course, you can see my screen. So, we started this contract on the 6th of February. So, I will take you to on the 6th of February. I think that was when we started account funding. And I think we placed trade on that day as well. Back to February was, I think, the second month, 02, and on the 6th of February, I think it was in the morning. We did place trade in the morning. So, let me go 7 in the morning. So today is 10. Okay, so till today. Yeah, so let's go on. I'll show you guys all the trade I took. Wow, this is it. This was the trades. And one thing I noticed from this trade is like the mistake I noticed is one is early entry. Like early entry. Yeah, early entry. Let me take it. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is it. So this was the first trade. This was the first trade we ever placed, and we end up losing this trade. We end up losing this trade. As you can see on my screen, this was a trade. Price took us out and end up going our direction, which was a loss. Let me go to the 15 minutes. Wait, I need to like go back. I think it took me back to my current chart. So sorry about that. 0267. Let me put 6. Go to. Why is it not there yet? Wait, am I doing it wrong? 02. February 6, which was on Tuesday, to today, yeah, to the current time. Take me back. Yeah, this was it. This was it. Let me make it more clearer. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll kind of like make it rush the process and show you guys. So this was the first trade we took on the account, and the reason I took this trade is, if you can see, I have my trend line. This is a minor trend line too. I have my trend line and see how price has been respecting this trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 4 touch, and I didn't take notes. And I was like, okay, this is a strong trend line. So I was waiting for price here to take this trade for a long. And if you can see clearly, the reason why I wanted to take this trade was because I have my cycle level there, I have my trend line, and you can see how candlestick were reacting off this zone. So immediately price, I think this was where I took my trade. Immediately price was reacting. I was like, okay, maybe price want to like pull up to the upside. So I entered my trade and I put my stop loss here below this recent low. Price did this recent low. I put my stop loss below this recent low, and market still end up moving down, taking my stop loss because I was racing 12 pip here, 12 pip targeting 40 pips. market went down, took my stop loss, and boom, I ended this trade with a loss. And moving on, this box was where I was looking at for price to get to, but price didn't get to before that day end. So I think this was on Wednesday. So price didn't get, so we didn't place any trade on Wednesday. Moved down to Thursday, and Thursday the same thing happened again. And for Thursday, what made me take this trade was there's my cycle level and my trend line from below. And the reason I took it because I counted this as the first leg, and if you look how price as when we're acting towards this cycle level. So when I saw this pull back and move up, so I was anticipating the second leg of the short pattern. So when this bearish candle pulled down, I started entering my trade somewhere around here, and I put my stop loss 20 pips below. So price pulled up in my favor, we were in the profit, and boom, the next candle straight down to my stop loss before moving all the way almost to my TP. But I think this trade would have like all the way to my TP, but it would have taken a longer time getting to my TP. So this was how I lost the trade. Now it's two trade already. So moving on, I think this was on Thursday, so going to Friday. And Friday, what did I see taking this trade? What did I see? It's the same thing. Like my trend line is still valid because this trend line is coming from below. If I shrink my chart, you see where this trend line is coming from. From here, we have the first touch, second touch, and this was the third touch, and this was the fourth touch, and market was trending up, so my trend line is still valid. So I wait till I look out for same thing again, look for sharp pattern on my point of interest. And why is it my point of interest? Like I said, I have my trend line there and I have my cycle level, so I'm just waiting for sharp pattern to like confirm the entry and which price did. So we took this trade somewhere around here, around these pullbacks, because I do split my entries around this pullback, and we were reaching 12 points. I think it was 12 pips, and we're reaching 12, targeting 25. Normally I was targeting 40 pips, but I end up closing this trade because of how candles were behaving around this zone, and if you notice, like those of you out there that are trading GBP USD, you know that price has been like ranging for a very long time now. So I think we are two down. And oh, before I skip this one, I think I took a trade here, and maybe I end up losing the trade, but I think my trend line, I had something like this trend line which I extended because it was still valid. So I extended this trend line like this. I think, yeah, I remembered. That was why I drew this box here, waiting for price to like pull back down here so I can long, but price didn't get to my entry. And this one I drew it here because I was expecting to like short for price to pull back here and price didn't get. So this one, I think this trade, I took this trade, I think somewhere here. I can't remember, like I can't remember, but I know I took 3D and I drew. That's why I put this X sign signifying it's a loss, but I can't remember this trade exactly, so I'll just leave it. So I've explained this one. This was the win after 3 losses, 1 win, and this one, which was on Tuesday, February, on the 13th of Tuesday. This was a painful trade. I think this trade, I saw this trade, and the reason why I was looking to like sell from here was because of this. I don't want to like take this into the higher time frame because if I do, it will just and go back. And oh, it will go back. If not, I could have also plotted my high and low of the weekend. If I take it to the 4 hour time frame, I won't be able to like do that because I also use high and low of the week as a confluence. And this trade, I think high and low of the week was somewhere here because I knew, yeah, high and low of the week was somewhere. Yeah, this was what on a Tuesday. So I think on the Monday it would have been I like on Friday, Monday. Let me see if I could on Sunday. On Sunday, it will be somewhere here, somewhere on Sunday. But I know this trade was painful because there was a trend line coming from the top. I know, but I don't want to like. Let me see if I'll be able to like get that trend line coming from the top. because I don't want. Mm, 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 mm. Ah, this is all. Is good. I think that's all. Well, I know there was a trend line from the top, coming from the top. So it was one reason why I wanted to like take this trade, and I think the trend line and my cycle level price had to stop, and price end up taking my stop loss because I end up entering somewhere around here. This pullback down because I counted this as the first leg and this as an overextension. I entered somewhere around this pullback, thinking it was about to drop, and price end up going up and hitting my stop loss and still going my direction. So we lost this trade as well. So moving on, moving on, moving on. And what did I see? The reason why on Wednesday, I think this was on Tuesday, this is on Wednesday, I took a stop loss here as well. And what was my confluence? My cycle level, my trend line, and sharp pattern. So I was thinking it was going to like break this because before this wasn't here, this trend line wasn't here because we haven't have this eye, so it was somewhere like this. I placed it like this before, somewhere like this. So I look at it as breakout there, but this trend line wasn't here at all, so I just get rid of it. So I was just working with this minor trend line because after price pull down, after this bearish candle, price was hesitating around this zone. So we're seeing a lot of weak rejection around here and pullback, weak rejection. Like price was slowing down around this zone, around this zone. So I was like, okay, since price is slowing down, I think this is time for price to like recover, like um cover the half of this move because one thing I noticed in the market once there's a news release like this, a bearish candle, price will pull back up to cover the imbalances this long candle created. So I was like, okay, and if you look my trend line, you will see price touched it here, the second, and I was anticipating the third touch. So this was why I went long here. I put I placed my entry here and price ended up taking my stop loss instead of going my way. That's two loss for the week. And after going my way, I was like, okay, a lot of weak rejection here. Price is going to like respect this place. And I entered here again and boom, stop loss. I entered here again as well, boom, stop loss. That was how I lost. I think this day I was almost like losing it, like letting emotion like get to me because how will I place 1, 2, 3 trade in a single day? So you see, another mistake is letting emotion get the better of me and risking more than I plan to risk. Yeah, risking more than I plan to risk. My bad. And yeah, this day I think I took this trade and it was a win trade. But the annoying thing is I didn't hold the trade to like 40 pips. I remember I think I closed somewhere around this pullback. Yeah, and I placed my stop loss like is it 15 or 20 pips? I know I placed it below this low. But the annoying thing is I didn't hold this trade to TP because I do risk 20 or whatever, targeting 40 pips. So I think this was a win. And what I saw, why I took this trade, I think there would have been a trend line from the bottom. I don't know. I wish I have a paid trading view. I would have just like replay everything so you guys can see why. But now if I go to the higher time frame, it will just take me back to the comment. So and I have to like come back here and which it's going to take more time. So I think this trade, I took this trade based on how price has been reacting here, and I think there was a trend line or high of the week or something. Because I don't take my trade with that 2 or 3 confluences. So I think this was the month of February, and I didn't trade again till I think the month of March, and I end up making like 10% of my account just by all the losses. Because at the point I noticed the market was just consolidating, so I was just scalping on the account. That was how I recovered. So I didn't even like record my scalping, yeah, because I know is I have gone against my trading plan. Like it's not a proper way of trading. It's not a proper way I should be trading. Instead of me scalping, I should just like stay off the market, stay off the market without doing anything. And coming to March, I think, wait, we're almost. Oh, I think I didn't leave some of the trade I took for the month of March because, okay, I think this was a trade I was planning to take for a long, for a short, and I ended up taking for a long, and I ended up regretting this trade. I knew it was painful because I didn't follow my own trade. I followed my mentor's trade, and boom, it was a painful one. I lost this trade. I lost this trade. It was a painful one. I don't want to like, remember that trade, and boom, this was a loss as well. Like I've been hitting losses back to back, and if you notice, you see that after taking my stop loss, price still moved down in my direction. It still moved down in my direction. I was anticipating this trade, but price didn't pull back for me to like actually take this trade. Yeah, and I took this trade, and it was a win, and I was risking 13, targeting 20, because I know I was targeting somewhere here. This stop, but our price was moving. I just ended up closing at $19 profit, and I took this trade as well, and I ended up losing this trade and this one, and I took trade here, end up losing as well before this old drop. It was painful. I think this is the month of April, so I think last month I ended last month with like negative of 10% down on my account, and the month of April back to back losses, back to back losses, like back to back, and boom, I lost this trade as well. So I think this was a trade that I took that end up like making me losing 40% of my investor account. So I didn't lose the whole money too. I just lost 40%, and we had an agreement that if I lose 40% of the account, that the contract is over. And the contract was like supposed to run for like 6 months, and we did just 2 month plus. And yeah, that is it, guys. That is it. How I lost, and the reason why I took the trade. I have my for this trade. Why I took the trade, there was a trend line here, as you can see, and there was a trend line here. I think there was high and low of the week somewhere around here, and you can see sharp pattern, and price end up doing annoying stuff. The same thing here as well. So I always have confidence like 2 or 3. And what are my confidence? I use my trend line, my side level, and I and low of the week sometimes. So that is it, guys. That is it for my trading journey challenge so far, and it's so painful. Yeah, I won't lie you. It's so painful that I lost the challenge, but